everybody, it's Tyler here at team number 4607 CIS coming out of Becker, Minnesota, and I'm here with Eric and Jason, and we're going to be detailing more about this robot, a really nice machine that they have here, some of the improvements they made as well too coming in this season, and then a little bit of a pit showcase here all on Behind the Bumper.
Giving you a voice.
Making it loud our own way.
Welcome to the fun.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting fun so we can continue to make content for you. Stryker is a leading medical device company and is looking for those in FIRST to join their team as interns or for a great career. Come join a company that will actively support you being in FIRST at careers.stryker.com. If you're on an FRC or FTC team and you're currently meeting safely in person and have a functional robot, we'd love to have you on our Behind the Bots or Behind the Bumper segments. Go ahead and reach out to us on any of our social channels, on Discord, or send us an email at admin@firstupdatesnow.com, and let's get your team scheduled to be on First Updates Now.
Starting out on this robot here, we're going to go through the power cell journey. So start me out with the intake, and I'd also love to hear things that were maybe improved from the 2020 season as well.
Sure. Okay, so we have actuating intake, so we have pneumatic cylinders, so we start the match with it up, and then we drop it down at the start of the match. We have rollers covered in some type of rubber. I cannot remember exactly, but anyway, it's over a polycarb tube, triple roller, they all actuate, and then the ball is then sent from there into our hopper, which is a single-sided pulley system right now. We previously had belts on this side as well. We took those out due to jamming issues. So they kind of circulate in there.
Do they, from the circulating, do these go opposite directions as they go in?
They used to. We actually had it going, one would go one direction, the other side would go the opposite, so they would actually rotate within so they wouldn't bind when they got into the funnel. So, but we got rid of that side altogether, so this is just...
Oh, it's not even moving at all then, huh?
No, that's a solid side. This side is the only actuating side.
And have you seen it improve from doing that?
Yes, definitely. A lot less jamming issue. We can get balls moved through much faster this way. So yeah, we hold 5 in there, and the intake helps a lot with keeping everything contained.
Sure, because your intake's actually coming up, I'm assuming, right?
Correct.
As it goes through
For most of the match, we do leave it down, though. Once the match starts, it pretty much stays down.
How do you prevent then power cells from popping back out potentially?
This roller right here really does a lot of the work, keeping balls in.
Sure.
We don't really have a ton of issues unless we're really spinning around. We don't really have much issue with power cells coming out.
All right, well, talk to me about the transfer mechanism, how you get the power cells into your shooter, and let's go a little bit more into your shooter itself.
Yeah, so we have our first stage of the indexing is right here with these orange wheels. Those will feed it up to right here, and these gray indexer wheels are actually run by the trigger. So it preloads a ball into there, and then once we decide to shoot, these will already be spinning, and then this gray wheel just flips it up so the ball makes contact with our main flywheel here. And then from there we have this hood, which is actuating adjustable hood depending on our distance and what our limelight's telling us, so we can shoot from different distances.
So I know you have a racking pinion set up here, right?
Sure.
But how many different set positions or program positions do you have for shooting?
Or
is it just always adjustable no matter what?
Yeah, it's pretty much infinitely adjustable. We can do it manually, just where we want that exactly. Sure. But we, in theory, it's through the limelight, and that figures out our trajectory.
Makes sense in there. And then talking about your flywheel, looks like it's made out of aluminum, right? Do you know how heavy that is?
This is steel.
Oh, steel, wow.
Yep,
okay.
These are steel flywheels. These are pure just rubber. Those are solid rubber.
So how long does it take for that to actually spin up then?
Not very long. It's probably, I'd say about 3 seconds.
Okay.
But once it's running, we can shoot multiple balls through without losing much momentum.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Due to the steel flywheels. So those are broached. We broached them for a hex shaft, so it's just a solid shaft running through. 2 775 Pros running that.
And then how many degrees of rotation on your turret do you
We
get?
have around 180 right now.
Sure. Makes sense. Well, let's start wrapping up on the robot itself. Talk to me about the climber mechanism and some of the concept behind it.
Yep, so the climber, we have these constant force springs. It's telescoping style. We have about, I think there's 3 stages of that, 3 or 4. And then we have a gearbox run by a single 775, I believe, on that. That is a dog shifting gear box also, so we can release it. We just pull the dog out, and then the springs lift up our climber at the end of the match. And then we engage the dog, and we can pull it just a winch style.
Sure.
And we pull the whole robot up with that, and then we can hang. And that's a very, very fast climber. We can climb in about 2 seconds about.
Makes sense. Well, Eric, thanks for telling us about the robot.
Sure.
We're going to move over to the pit next. I know you got a couple of cool things you want to show off. Literally, a couple are actually cool, right? So talk to me a little about your awesome pit here, and let's detail it all.
All right, yeah. So the pit we have, I'll start off over here. We have we made a new battery cart. We made it all out of steel, welded it all up, and we put this type of polycarb on the top or on the front for a cover. All the battery terminals are mounted in there, so we can easily unplug and plug them back in with wires running through and all the chargers there. We have, on top of the pit, we have hardwood, and it's kind of hard to see here, but has our logo in the wood. And then we put lighting up in the top of the pit, and it can change colors to basically any color we desire. Trying to find the, shoot, we don't have the remote on hand, but it'll change with the match that we're in as well. And then for other alliances, we have lights that come out for them to see them and for them to look at the robot. So on our pit, on both of them, we have motors that raise and lower this unit on here. They're all switch operated, and that way for easy access to put them inside trailers. It's very compatible. Then on this one here, we have all of our tools in here. And then we put a fridge for water and snacks and stuff in the pit. And yeah, kind of got the same setup here on this one. Got the logo and a bunch of HDX storing boxes with lights. And we also have our team, like slogan here.
So how long have you had this pit for?
So we started building it last year, and with COVID and everything being kind of shut down, we really didn't do much to it. But then this year, we already had the robot built from the year before. So this year we really, we built the battery cart, basically put it all together. So this year we've been pretty busy working on the working on the pit, getting it all fine-tuned and everything. So.
Well, I mean, it's a fantastic robot and a really cool-looking pit. So C.I.S. once again, 4607, thanks for taking the time to speak with us, and good luck here at this competition and any future ones we may see you at as well. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We would like to thank our friends at Stryker for supporting this video. Stryker is looking for current and future FIRST alumni to join their internship program, and FIRST mentors who are looking for a great career with a company who actually supports their FIRST journey. Go to careers.stryker.com to learn more. You can also directly support Fun by joining Fun Nation. Click the join button, and just for a few bucks a month, you'll unlock special perks and directly support us so we can keep making great content. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow. And check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.